Hello, we're going to try this again because I did not do the screen share. So I went onto my screen and was looking at my slides, but I didn't share them with you so you knew what I was talking about. So we're going to start over. I am Katie Couts and I am here to chat with you today about lifelong vitality and foundational wellness and how important daily vitality and foundational wellness is. So let's get right to it because we don't want to just ramble on here. Hold on one second. Okay. Screen share. Okay. Hopefully this is what you can see. Okay. Looks like we're good. I was wondering why I could see myself the whole time last time. So this is going to be the second class of 8-week series. And I'm going to go over today the daily vitality. And in the coming weeks, we're going to talk about weight control. We're going to talk about healthy mood and mood management with essential oils. And then we'll talk about science and the aroma touch technique and a few other things. So, but today is the daily vitality and cellular health. And how come it's so important? Lifestyle impacts our wellness, right? So the foundation and root of the wellness starts in our cells. We have trillions and trillions of cells that make up every tissue and organ in our body. And our lifestyles can have a large impact on our cells and our overall well-being. So our daily vitality is dependent on our ability to make these lifestyle changes in 4 core areas. We've got our nutrient intake, metabolizing enzymes, cleansing waste and toxins from our bodies, and supporting healthy intestinal flora. So the nutrients serve as a building block and protect our cells with the important functions of everyday energy that we need, like energy production that we need. So these are super important. Kind of like, your foundation for your house is super important. Well, our foundational wellness for our overall well-being is very important. So we have our daily nutrient pack. We also have lifelong vitality. And the differences being the lifelong vitality is going to have a little bit more in it to help target some chronic stuff that somebody might be having. So the daily nutrient pack is going to be designed for just optimum nutrition, wellness, and vitality for just anybody. I personally take the lifelong vitality pack. I think it's been pivotal in my recovery from my post-concussion syndrome. Actually, I haven't recovered from that yet, but my concussion itself, I'm doing much better at, and I think it has a lot to do with the supplements that I take. We're going to talk about some of those supplements today too. So eating healthy, a healthy diet. Everybody thinks, well, if I eat healthy, I don't need supplements. Well, unfortunately, that's not necessarily the case because our minerals and things in our dirt are not as great as they used to be back with like our great grandparents' day. So we really need to supplement and fill in the gaps that our diet is lacking in. We've just lost all of the phytonutrients and all of that. And we don't forage, right? We aren't out there foraging in the wilderness looking for berries and fruit and nuts and things. So who needs a multivitamin? Well, everybody needs a multivitamin. Our kids need multivitamins. We need multivitamins. Our parents, our grandparents. And so I'm going to talk a little bit now about the differences between doTERRA's multivitamins and supplements versus the store brand and say the ones you might find at a like health food store. So version 1 is your everyday 1 per day vitamin that you might find at Costco. The one that's the multivitamin for women, the multivitamin for men, or the silver vitamin or whatever they might be calling it. These are poor quality artificial ingredients and they're not amazing. So then your second type would be your high dose multivitamin, where you must think that more is better, right? And that's not the case. And if you've been using oils at all, you know that essential oils you don't need more. You don't need very much. More is not better. And these are going to be the vitamins that you're finding at like the health food stores. So the studies have shown, and doTERRA has done their research, that more is not better. And we should be right here in the middle. So what we get from the average diet you see here on the screen is not optimal. We don't get what we need just from eating healthy. So then your average diet plus the common multivitamin that you're going to find at Target or Costco, they're going to give us a little bit more than we need and not enough of other things. And then your average diet plus the high-end multivitamin is going to give you way too much of all those micronutrients. And what is your body going to do with those? It can't even process those, so it's just waste. And that's a waste of money on top of the waste of the vitamins that your body can't process. So then we have our daily nutrient pack, and this is where doTERRA's just hit the ball out of the ballpark and has got everything right where it needs to be, and our bodies are going to absorb most of it. And so it's not only is it better for our bodies, it's better for our pocketbook, because we're not wasting a bunch of stuff and literally wasting the vitamins that our body needs. So we're going to talk now about the vitamins that are in these daily vitality packs and the lifelong vitality pack. Our first one's going to be the Microplex MVP. This provides 22 essential vitamins and minerals to support normal growth function and maintenance of cells. It also helps with healthy metabolism and cellular energy. It's got your antioxidants. It's going to fight free radicals. It supports bone health and with calcium, magnesium, zinc, and vitamin D. And it also has 22 other essential vitamins and minerals. It's going to be really great for your healthy immune function, and it's also going to help with healthy digestion. So there are more and more health concerns with the lack of nutrients in our foods that we eat because we're so reliant on the processed and convenience foods. And so that's why I like to take the lifelong vitality to fill in all those gaps that my diet's missing because of eating. I don't eat a lot of processed food at all, but I try to cook our own food and eat vegetables and whatnot, but still our diets just aren't getting everything we need unless you're growing your own, which would really help you. So we have our XE Omega is an essential oil omega complex. This is going to provide or promote healthy cardiovascular, nervous, and immune system function. It's going to support healthy joint function. The both marine and plant-sourced omega oils are from sustainable sources. And it protects against the lipid oxidation and supports healthy function of the brain. And I can tell you that I think part of my recovery, again, comes down to the supplements that I take, and this one is pivotal in my brain function. So then we have the L4CRS. This supports healthy function, metabolism by reducing the oxidative stress and DNA to our DNA and other critical cell structures. Supports mental clarity. Again, my brain functions mostly well because of taking the lifelong vitality. And something that is really interesting is I've had friends that are like, oh my gosh, you take all those vitamins at one time. Doesn't your stomach get upset? And I don't have any issues with stomach upset taking these vitamins, where other vitamins that you might get from another source might upset your stomach if you don't take them on a full stomach. So then this comes down to overall inflammation of our bodies that happens because of what we eat. And deep blue polyphenol is a great, so this doesn't say that, oh, it's okay to eat what you want and just take the deep blue and it's going to help you feel better. Obviously, reducing that overall inflammation is where you want to start. And then using the deep blue to help the aches and pains, joint discomfort, and that sort of thing. And so I take this twice a day, every day, to help with low back and chronic hip pain that are also a result of my fall. So it helps with that inflammation, and it makes a difference in my my day-to-day aches and pains that happen. If you know somebody that might be suffering from any type of arthritic type of pain or anything along those lines, that's the chronic pain that doesn't seem to go away, this would be another good thing, another supplement to add to the lifelong vitality. So our enzymes need help to break down and metabolize the nutrients such as the proteins and the sugars and the fats. And so we're going to talk now about what helps our bodies do that. And that would be called the Terrazyme and GX Assist. So the Terrazyme is a great one to have for healthy digestion and enzyme, especially if you eat the enzyme deficient processed food. So if you travel a lot, like my husband travels, or we're going on a trip here on Saturday for 10 days, I'm going to take a whole bottle of the Terrazyme with me just to have on hand, because that is going to help you break down all of those processed and cooked foods that you're going to eat in a restaurant. Or if you are tend to eat a lot of processed foods, this is going to help break that down and help you digest it a lot easier. And it promotes the gastrointestinal comfort, so you're not going to get that bloated feeling from overeating. So this is another good one to have on hand for if you've got, summer parties coming up this summer, or even during the holidays that we've just had. Just Terrazyme is just a good thing to have around all the time. And it's going to actually support healthy metabolic enzymes too. So then it comes down to the waste and the toxins. Our bodies need to be able to properly dispose of the cellular debris that can build up in our blood and our bodies. And so then this is where GX Assist comes in. Our first step is an essential oil digestive maintenance program. It supports healthy digestive environment. And the CPTG oils, which are the doTERRA oils that are in this, provide a natural cleanse for a healthy digestive system, which is super important. This one you only take probably for 10 days out of a month, and it just keeps your body clean, squeaky clean, and functioning well. So then we come to the Zendocrine Detox Complex. This is going to help with cleansing and filtering the functions of the liver, the kidneys, the colon, the lungs, and your skin. It supports normal detox functions, cleansing these organs, and it's super gentle on your system. So then we've got the Zendocrine Detox Oil, which is also going to have the same effects. It's just in a different form. So you don't have it in the gel cap. It just comes as an oil. But I really love that it helps with this liver function and keeps you cleansed and working well. And it's purifying and detoxing to the body's systems. So you want to keep all of those toxins flowing out of your body. And another great way to do that is citrus oils in our water. Now, I'm going to tell you, one, you're going to want to use a metal or a glass bottle. So I use a hydro flask. Sometimes I use a mason jar. You only need 1 drop of oil, and you don't need a ton. So less is better, actually, with oils. So what I do is I'll fill up my hydro flask with ice, and I will put 1 drop of lemon oil or grapefruit oil or whatever oil I choose that day. And then I'm going to fill it with water, and then I'll drink it, and then I'll fill it with water again and not add more oil. It's just not necessary to have that much oil, but it's still good to help cleanse and detox. So it's going to cleanse you. It's going to give you antioxidant benefits. And again, I only add 1 drop to my water every day. I don't add a bunch. Our next class is going to be on weight control. So if you are interested in that, we're going to talk about how to have a solid foundation with our diets, and then how the Slim and Sassy line helps with weight control. And then there's a cleansing schedule in that class that will integrate all of these supplements that we've talked about today. So probiotics help replenish healthy intestinal flora, healthy intestinal flora in the digestive tract. And this flora helps the body properly filter the bacteria and waste before they enter the body. So it's super important to have your PB Assist going on, because that's going to help boost your GI immunities. It's going to support your digestive function in an unfavorable environment for the unhealthy elements. So they're going to flush all that stuff out with the Zendocrine. So it all works together. It's amazing how these things are just working so well, like a well-oiled machine. So healthy cells produce vitality. Vitality is the energetic style or a healthy capacity for vigorous activity. So I can tell you, I honestly know when I have forgotten to take my Lifelong Vitality. It doesn't happen often, but I will get that 2 p.m. slump, or I will be wanting to go to bed at 6 o'clock at night. So when I'm taking my Lifelong Vitality, my body is functioning at its best that it can for my age, and I definitely don't get those slumps. There is a great program that doTERRA has called the Loyalty Reward Program, and it is a great way to get free products, and it's completely optional. It's an auto ship program that's monthly, but you can change what you have every month, and you can change the date, the amount, anything. So it's really great. And so for me, I every month get $30 in free oils every month minimum. Sometimes I get 60 depending on how much product I've ordered in a month. But it's kind of a cool program. So if you want to start getting your oils free each month, let's connect. You can text me or message me or whatever, and we can get you hooked up, because it's important. There I am. It's important to have this foundational wellness, and a great way to do that is by using Lifelong Vitality and these supplements that we talked about today. So go ahead and subscribe, because I'm probably going to be on YouTube, so it might be over here, it might be over here. Invite your friends to the group. The Wholesome Families Tribe group is where we are on Facebook. And I'm thankful that you showed up today and joined me, and hopefully you've learned something. And if you've got any questions, message me or text me or comment below, and I will make sure to get you hooked up with your supplements so you can have a good foundation for great wellness for this new year. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.